Good day and welcome to the Stirling headquarters. Today I will show you a little bit about the machine and how it's functioning on the inside of the machine. Our machine is used to generate cold by compression and expansion of helium. By separating the compression and the expansion of the helium inside the machine, we can generate one part where the machine heats up and one part where the machine cools down. The warmth, we can take it away with cooling water. The cold, we can use it for a lot of different applications. When we look closer to the machine, we can see the two different spaces that I was just talking about. In the bottom is the place where we heat up our helium. We call that the compression space. Connected to the compression space, in the top of the cylinder, is the expansion space, where the helium is expanding. Both of these spaces are connected and the helium can flow freely between these two spaces. The moving part you can see in the bottom is the piston. The piston is responsible for the total volume of helium above the piston inside the combined spaces of the compression space and the expansion space. As soon as the piston moves up, we're compressing our helium and we're heating up the helium. As soon as the piston moves down, we're expanding the helium and we're cooling down. The wool part in the middle is the displacer, responsible for displacing the helium between the compression space in the bottom and the expansion space in the top. When the piston moves up, we compress our helium. Next up, the displacer and the piston both move down and we're expanding the helium in the top space. This is where we can transfer the coldness that is generated to any process gas that is flowing by and then can be used for any other application. We can look into detail on some of the other components that are inside. After compressing the helium passes through the copper part right here, which is a water cooler, where water is used to cool down the just compressed helium. After that, the helium moves through the regenerator, which is what we call the heart of our machine. Lastly, it moves to the top, where the helium can be expanded and cooled down. When the displacer moves back up to the top, the helium is once again pushed down through the regenerator, where we can store some of the coldness that we just generated through the cooler and back in the compression space. This cycle repeats and repeats. Every time when we move back up the helium through the regenerator, we can pick up some of the coldness that we stored in the previous cycle. That means that every time that this cycle is repeated, the temperature in the top drops and gets lower and lower until we reach a certain equilibrium. The coldness in the top is transferred to a copper heat exchanger, and on the other side of the copper is any medium that can be used by the end user that can be cooled down in this way. In very few words, that's how the Stirling cycle works.